This is the first step in giving Rocket Thomas its life back, using high-pressure water to peel away the decades of earth and salt that have been its coffin. As the pressure washer works, you start to see the original shape and color of the locomotive, the cobalt blue of the main cab being reborn from under the muck. The wheels are the foundation of any train, and you can see the damage here, the deep pitting left by the rust that has seized them solid for 60 years. To begin the restoration, the damaged nose cone must come off, but these bolts have been fused by corrosion, making the dismantling a battle of patience and force. You can see the team working together to free the custom nose cone, and when it releases, you see the damage it was hiding, a tangled mess of wiring and dust behind it. With the access panels removed, you get your first look inside the engine bay, where the wiring harness is completely chewed through and the space is filled with the debris of nesting rodents. The cab must be completely stripped to the bare metal, and the first step is to remove the dangerous, shattered glass and loose debris that has settled there over the decades. This is the full extent of the disassembly, the locomotive stripped of its skin and showing every wound. This is the most aggressive phase of the restoration, grinding away the thick rust scale that has eaten into the chassis, and you can hear the fight between the steel and the corrosion. You move from the heavy grinder to the sander, working to smooth out the deep pits left by the rust and create a perfect, uniform surface for the primer to come. For the intricate details, such as the headlight recess on the custom nose cone, you use hand tools to ensure you don't damage the delicate curves and shapes. The wheels, the most heavily damaged part of the locomotive, are treated with a needle scaler, a tool that hammers the rust away and reveals the sound steel beneath. The structural integrity of the chassis is vital, and you can see as we weld in this new patch, the metal becoming whole again, the arc creating a bond that will last for decades. After the weld is laid, you grind it flush, blending the repair seamlessly into the original structure, a permanent and invisible mend for the chassis.
The chassis is now sound, a solid foundation upon which the entire restoration of Rocket Thomas will be built.
The heart of this locomotive is its massive diesel engine, but after 60 years of sitting, it is seized solid.
The engine is carefully reassembled, each new piston and ring installed with precision, the heart of the locomotive beginning to beat once more. The traction motors, which transfer the engine's power to the wheels, are also rebuilt. New brushes and wiring ensuring a reliable...
The braking system is critical for a machine of this size, and you replace every line and component, the torque wrench clicking to confirm a perfect, safe seal. With the engine, traction motors, and brakes fully rebuilt, the mechanical heart of Rocket Thomas is now ready, a complete and reliable system. The body is now perfect, every dent and imperfection filled and sanded smooth, the surface ready to accept the primer and then the new color.
Masking the locomotive is a meticulous process, covering the window glass, brass trim, and the rocket booster housing.
With the masking complete, the locomotive is a blank canvas, ready for the primer.
The first layer of primer is applied, sealing the bare metal and creating a uniform surface, the foundation for the final color coats to come. The primer is applied and you can see the transformation, the locomotive now a uniform, matte gray. This is the moment of transformation, the first coat of cobalt blue being applied to the cab, the color that will define Rocket Thomas's new life.
The cherry red is applied to the side tanks, creating the iconic, two-tone color scheme that will make this locomotive stand out.
The custom nose cone is painted in a fresh, polished concrete gray, a modern accent to the classic cobalt blue and cherry red, completing the exterior's new look. The paint must cure, a process that takes time as the solvents evaporate and the finish hardens, a period of stillness before the final polishing. The paint is now fully cured, a matte finish that is ready for the final step, the polishing that will bring out the deep, liquid gloss. The polishing process begins, the compound working into the clear coat to remove any imperfections and bring out a deep, liquid gloss. The cherry red is polished to a mirror shine, the color now deep and vibrant, a perfect contrast to the glossy cobalt blue that will follow. The concrete gray nose cone is polished to a satin finish, the intricate curves and recesses requiring carefulness. The interior restoration begins with the installation of the new, period-correct black leather seats, the stitching perfect. The dashboard is rebuilt with period-correct analog gauges, the wiring connected to bring the cab back to life, a functional command center for the restored locomotive. The cab is now fully restored, a perfect blend of period-correct materials and modern craftsmanship, a space that is both functional and beautiful. The reassembly begins with the nose cone, its fresh concrete gray finish and perfect fit marking the return of the locomotive's iconic face. The body is mated to the chassis, the final assembly bringing the locomotive back to its complete form, a machine that now looks whole once more. The first fluids are poured into the engine, fresh oil filling the rebuilt block, the start of the lifeblood that will make this machine run. The cooling system is filled with fresh coolant, ensuring the engine will run at the correct temperature, a critical step for the health of the rebuilt diesel. The electrical system is checked, the battery connected, and the voltage tested, ensuring every circuit is ready for the moment of truth. This is the moment of truth, the first start of Rocket Thomas in over 60 years, the culmination of every hour of work. The engine fires, a deep, powerful roar that fills the workshop, the sound of a machine reborn after 6 decades of silence. The engine settles into a smooth, powerful idle, the gauges all reading normal, the heart of Rocket Thomas beating strong and steady once more. The final detailing begins, the protective film removed from the brass trim and polished to a mirror shine, the last step before the grand reveal. The rocket booster housing is finished with matte black paint. This is the complete restoration of Rocket Thomas, a Cold War engineering relic, reborn in cobalt blue, cherry rims. The journey is complete. From a buried, forgotten wreck to a gleaming, fully functional machine. Rocket Thomas, restored to museum-grade perfection, a piece of Cold War engineering and space-age folklore, preserved and ready to be seen. Every detail has been addressed, from the mirror-shine brass whistle to the polished steel floor, a complete and perfect restoration.
The foundation of the locomotive, the wheels, are now clean and polished, the steel gleaming and the brakes ready.
The interior is now a beautiful, functional space, a perfect blend of period-correct materials and modern craftsmanship. The rocket booster housing, with its matte black finish and simulated LED ignition, is a Rocket Thomas, a Cold War engineering relic, has been brought back to life, a museum-grade restoration that honors its history and its future.
This is the final product, a fully restored, museum-grade, fully functional 1961 EMD GP20.
From the first dig to the final polish, this is the story of Rocket Thomas, a story of history, dedication, and the power of restoration. The face of Rocket Thomas, restored to its former glory, a symbol of a remarkable piece of history, ready for the next chapter. The nameplate, polished to a mirror shine, is the final touch on the restoration of Rocket Thomas, a name that will be remembered. The front of Rocket Thomas, a powerful and majestic sight, a machine restored to its former glory. The side of Rocket Thomas, a stunning example of restoration, the cobalt blue and cherry red paint gleaming in the light. The side of Rocket Thomas, a stunning example of restoration, the cobalt blue and cherry red paint gleaming in the light. The rear of Rocket Thomas, the rocket booster housing a stunning tribute to the experimental technology that makes this locomotive unique.
This is Rocket Thomas, a Cold War engineering relic reborn, a museum-grade restoration that's its history.
The brass details, polished to a mirror shine, are a testament to the care and dedication of the restoration team. The wheels, the foundation of the locomotive, are now clean and polished, a testament to the mechanical rebuild.
From the first dig to the final polish, this is the story of Rocket Thomas, a story of history.
Rocket Thomas, restored and reborn, a testament to the power of preservation and the enduring legacy of Cold War engineering. The interior is now a beautiful, functional space, a perfect blend of period-correct materials and modern craftsmanship.
Every frame in this video is handcrafted from concept to final edit. A real human guides every step using AI tools. All content is original and follows YouTube 2026 monetization rules.